Some roads exist on maps. Others exist only in the memories of those who survived them. And a few should never have been built at all. Blackwater Road was the last one. A narrow strip of cracked asphalt cutting through a patch of forest where sunlight never stayed long enough to warm anything. Locals avoided it after dusk. Police avoided it always. Evelyn Hart parked her car at the edge of the tree line, the sky heavy with clouds that threatened rain but refused to release it. The message she'd received had been brief. Go to Blackwater Road. You'll hear her. Her hands tightened on the steering wheel. Her, Lydia Marsh. The air outside was unnervingly still as Evelyn stepped out of the car, her boots sinking into damp soil. No wind. No insects. No distant engine hum. Only silence. And yet, not an empty silence. A silence waiting to be broken. Evelyn walked slowly along the crumbling road, lantern in one hand, other hand brushing her coat pocket, fingers brushing the cold metal of the watch frozen at 3:17. The deeper she went, the thicker the atmosphere felt, like the air was made of memory. Halfway down the road she stopped. Residual noise hit her senses like a quiet shockwave. A gasp. A heavy breath. Footsteps dragging. A woman crying. A man shouting something unintelligible. And under it all, something like soil shifting. Evelyn closed her eyes. The forest rebuilt itself in her mind. The trees swayed in a wind that wasn't currently blowing. The sky flashed with distant lightning, long gone. And on the road in front of her, a woman running, barefoot, terrified, her silhouette blurred by rain. Lydia Marsh. Evelyn whispered the name under her breath and the echoes grew sharper. Lydia's footsteps bounced between the trees, frantic, uneven. Her breathing ragged. Her voice cracking. Please, someone help. Then, a second voice. Lower. Angrier. Close behind her. Stop running. Evelyn's pulse quickened. She followed the line of the sound. Her boots stepped over layers of forgotten footsteps. Lydia stumbled. Fell. Her hands scraped the asphalt. The man reached her. The fight was short. A scream. Cut off abruptly. Then the terrible sound of something being dragged off the road. Into the woods. Evelyn's eyes snapped open. She stepped off Blackwater Road and into the undergrowth. The trees grew denser quickly, thick trunks twisting upward like ribs around a spine. Fallen branches snapped under her weight, the sound unnervingly loud. Residual noise guided her. Leaves rustling. Twigs snapping. Heavy breathing. A muffled sob. The sound of a shovel breaking earth. Evelyn froze. Cold spread across her skin like frost. That sound wasn't old. It was current. Someone, or something was digging nearby. She lifted her lantern and moved quietly through the trees. The digging continued. Slow. Deliberate. Violent. She reached a small clearing. The moment she stepped into it, everything went still. The sound of digging stopped instantly. Not tapered off. Not faded. Stopped. Evelyn lowered the lantern beam to the ground. A depression in the dirt. Fresh. White. Shovel marks sharp in the soil. A grave. Recently disturbed. Her breath slowed. Her senses sharpened. She knelt by the edge, brushing her gloved fingers over the dirt. It was warm. Something had been here moments ago. Something still close. A small object glinted near a root. Evelyn picked it up carefully. A ring. A simple silver band. Her chest tightened. It was identical to the ring she wore around her neck. She looked around, lantern beams slicing through the dark. Lydia, she whispered. No answer. But something rustled behind her. Evelyn turned sharply. Nothing. Only trees shifting in silence. Then, a single footstep right behind her. Close enough to stir her hair. Her lantern flickered violently. Someone stood inches from her back. Her muscles tensed. She didn't move. Didn't breathe. A voice spilled into her ear. You're late. Evelyn spun around, lantern raised. The clearing was empty. Completely empty. Not even footprints. Only the grave. Only the ring. Only the echo of that voice. She stepped backward, pulse pounding. Her watch vibrated slightly on her wrist. Tiny. Subtle. She looked down. The frozen minute hand twitched. 3 hours 17 minutes and 2 seconds. Not possible. Not here. Not now. She ran her thumb over the ring she'd found. It matched hers exactly. 2 rings. 2 timelines. 2 versions of Lydia. Or 2 versions of someone else. A distant sound tore through the clearing. A shriek of bending metal. Evelyn turned toward the road. Her car's headlights flickered erratically, like something was standing in front of them. The trunk slammed shut violently. Then opened again. Then slammed. Then opened. Like someone was trying to get in. Or trying to get out. Evelyn sprinted toward the road, heart punching against her ribs. As she got closer, the trunk slammed one last time. Silence. Her breath fogged the air. He reached the car. And froze. Scratched into the dust of her back window. With a finger that had dragged slowly across the glass. 3 words. She was here. And beneath them. 317. Fade to black.